Girbeagly.
My hair! Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another vlog, catch-up style, whatever, I don't know what these videos are anymore. They're just sort of like a way for me to touch base with you guys and let you know what I've been up to and maybe see what you guys are up to as well, because now there's a lot of big changes happening. And I'm very excited for them. My hair is obviously the most obvious one. This one is, you know, it's big, it's crazy, it's weird. This is something that people have been waiting for a while. If you're confused, if you're like new to the channel or you haven't been paying attention or you don't follow me on Twitter or Twitch or whatever, back in, I think it was like June or July or something like that, like a long time ago, like 6 months ago, I made a promise that if we hit 400 active subscribers on Twitch, that I would bleach my hair blonde or whitish or whatever, and this is the result. This is like a sort of like an ashy blonde. For those of you who caught last night's Twitch stream, you saw like the transitional hair where it was like a little bit more orange, it was a little bit more like bright anime style, but this was more of like what I was shooting for, and this might not even be the end result either. In a couple weeks, Morgan, my girlfriend who helped me do this, might bleach my hair again to make it even brighter and like closer to white or silver or gray or something like that. But as of right now, this is my hair, at least for the next couple weeks. I really like it a lot. I might just keep it this color, but it's surprising, it's jarring, it's very different from my natural like black hair. So this is like, I don't know, it's like a big change for me, but in a lot of ways, it almost feels like a fresh start in some ways, like 2020, you know, start of a new decade. All these people have these like resolutions and things like that. They have all these goals that they're setting, which is absolutely fine, completely understandable. I have my own as well, but I don't know, this is almost like symbolic in some ways, even though it was something that I was like putting off for so long, which is something that I am actually working a lot on. I've been talking about this very openly on Twitter and Twitch and places like that. But I'm kind of sick of myself being like a procrastinator. I'm like really sick of me being a procrastinator. I keep pushing things off. I have like this big backlog of projects that I've been talking about for literally months at this point. I have like sponsored work that I need to get done. I have a whole bunch of other obligations that for whatever reason, I just like build up in my mind. And then I almost get like performance anxiety or something like that. It's sort of like, you know, part of my imposter syndrome that I've talked about before, where I feel like the opportunities that I have, I don't deserve, like I haven't worked hard enough for them. So as a result, I like put stuff off and it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, yeah, I didn't do that thing because I never should have had that opportunity to begin with. And that's like a really dumb way to look at things. And I'm trying to break myself out of that mindset this year. And I think I've already done an okay job. Like, we're only halfway through the first month, but we're already halfway through the first month. And I know from what a lot of you guys have told me, you have goals this year, 2020, you have like brand new resolutions and you're trying to push through and you're trying to accomplish those. Well, me too. I'm trying not to procrastinate as much. I'm trying not to put off stuff. I'm trying to follow through on the things that I've made promises for. This is a pretty good start, I'd say, because this is so drastic. But there's a lot more, you know. I signed up for the gym again finally after years of not going to the gym. I got a membership. I have one really close by. It's literally like 1 minute down the street from me, so I'm able to go to the gym. I went for the first time yesterday, and it was awesome. It was so good. I got like, you know, that like charge of adrenaline, that charge of like endorphins that you get when you like jog or go for a walk or whatever. I sat on a bike for like a couple hours, and I literally just biked and I watched like shows on my phone that I've been behind on, and I just like had a good time, and it was really nice to sort of like just get that physical energy out and to go out and do something and do something besides just sitting here in my office and working all the time, which I sort of like do in the winter because it gets so cold here in New York that it's hard to go out. It's hard to force myself to get up and like scrape ice off my car and like go out and do activities. So having an excuse to do that that's also like physically bettering myself is making me feel awesome. And I've been combining that with just being more mindful this year. It's something that I went to therapy for. It's something that I've been working on for a long time, is just to be more like mentally aware, to be more mindful of my surroundings, about the people that I have relationships with, about just everyone in my life basically, as well as myself, instead of like getting stuck in my head and micromanaging and thinking in hypotheticals where I'm like, yeah, but what if this happens? It could be a bad thing if this happens. And instead I am just being a lot more mindful, like catching myself out when I start doing that and trying not to micromanage, while also like getting into a better routine so that it all leads up to a bigger picture that ends up being healthier and better for me. And that's something that, like, combined with the physical activity, has been like an amazing boost to like my psychological health and my mental health, and I hope it keeps up. I really hope that it does, because as much work as it sounds like, it's honestly been much more relaxing, and it's been just a good way to start the year. I just feel like I'm a lot more whole, I'm a lot more aware, I'm a lot more driven. Like, I normally don't set goals, but I've been talking about this on Twitch, I've been talking about it on Twitter. Again, if you guys don't follow me on those, the links are down below in the description. I definitely urge you to follow me on Twitter at the very least, because you can keep up with a lot that's happening in my life over there. But Twitch, we have a lot of fun. You know, it's not just me gaming. A lot of the times it's me just talking with the community. It's like a great way for me to get to know you guys and for you to get to know me. But I've been talking a lot over there about just like being driven towards goals more. Like, I would really love for this channel to hit 50,000 subscribers. It doesn't sound like a lot to some of you probably, but to me, you know, I've been on YouTube for almost like 7 years now, which is a crazy amount of time. And we recently got a boost because, you know, Ethan and Mark have given me a couple shout outs over on Unis Honest. Ethan's channel is doing really well. Him and I recently just like had a call and we were talking about doing more collabs together, like playing games and doing silly things like that together in videos. I would just love to be able to do more with him because he's just been so busy lately, and I've been so busy lately, and we just like, our schedules never seem to line up. But we're gonna try this year to be mindful and make more time for each other, because we're friends, we're super close, and like, it'd be nice to actually do more things together. As much as we mean to each other in our personal lives, we don't like do a lot on YouTube together, and we want to change that. But we're working towards 50K here, which would be like an amazing milestone to hit. We also obviously have like a lot going on over on Twitch. I'm very active over there. I'd love to get to like 10,000 followers there. Just do a lot of crazy things. Like, I don't know. I'm really like driven now. I'm very motivated, and I'm very happy, or at least I'm getting happier with the type of content that I'm putting out. You know, I've been like way more aware of like what my thumbnails look like. I know that was like a silly haha moment type of video, but it was also like honest criticism, and like I've talked to Ethan about it and whatever, and he's like, yeah, I've noticed like your recent thumbnails have been so good, and he's just been a great motivating friend. And not to keep bringing Ethan up in this video, but like, he is such a good guy, and he is someone who means a lot to me. And to have Mark and Ethan, who have, you know, shot up to such great heights. I mean, Ethan's almost at 1 million. By the time this video goes up, I think he's only like a couple thousand away from 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is incredible. Thank you guys so much for supporting one of my best friends. Like, that's so cool of you to do. But like, because of them, you know, like having friends who want the best for you and aren't afraid to like hold their tongue and to help you out is like the greatest feeling ever. So like, between me working on myself, working on my content, having great people in my life who are giving me honest feedback and want me to succeed, like 2020 is going pretty well so far. Like, I'm getting happier. I'm getting more fulfilled by the interactions that I have with you guys and within my own brain, and with the friends in my life and the loved ones in my life. And it's something that it took a very long time for me to work into, but I already have like a good feeling about this year. Like, obviously there's a lot of like really shitty things happening in the world, but again, being mindful, I'm trying to only worry about the things that are like within my direct control. I'm not trying to be overwhelmed by things that I can't control in any way. Of course, I'm gonna spread awareness about stuff like, you know, the Australian wildfires that are like horrible. They're like awful. They're devastating Australia right now. And we have members of this community who are affected by that. And actually, I'll leave a link down below in the description towards a couple organizations that are helping there. So if you guys have a little bit of extra, you know, Christmas cash laying around from the holidays or whatever, feel free to throw some that way. You know, do your good deed for the year, help them out. But like I said, I can't do a lot directly about that besides donating to those causes and raising awareness for those causes. So I have been just focusing on the day-to-day stuff, trying to, like I said, fit myself into a better schedule, do things that I know are going to be directly good for myself, and just getting to a happier space so that I don't have to constantly feel the crushing weight of like an end goal that's like slowly descending on me and I feel like I'm running out of time even though it's completely arbitrary. And it's something that I urge a lot of you guys to do. I know a lot of you out there tell me about your anxieties and your worries and things like that. And maybe me having this perspective and going through all these changes, you know, these fresh starts, whatever you want to look at them as, you know, maybe that will inspire you guys to work towards your goals as well. And like I said, you know, we're already halfway through January. So honestly, if you guys have any, you know, January 2020 resolutions that you started that you have been working on and you're really proud of, let me know down below in the comments, because I love hearing about those types of things. It's part of the reason I do as many Twitch streams as I do, is I get these updates from you guys all the time. Get to talk to you guys about your goals. I get to just like hear what you're up to, and that's really cool. So I want to make YouTube a little bit more inclusive with that as well. And yeah, like I said, if you have goals that you set at the beginning of the year that you have made progress towards already or plan to make progress towards, let me know down below and I'll happily read those comments. I try to read every single comment that I get. You guys have been amazing lately. You've been so supportive and so sweet, and I am so lucky. That's the way that I feel right now. I just feel really grateful for the things that are going well in my life, and those positives are the types of things that continue to push me and encourage me to improve. And like I said, I hope that even if it affects only one of you out there, my outlook, my perspective shifts that I've already gone through this year or have gone through lately are things that might help you out a little bit. But yeah, besides that, the only thing I really had to update you guys on was I have anime K-pop hair now. This is your doing from all the support that you've sent to me over on Twitch. We have a lot of other goofy goals. If we get to 700 active subscribers, because we were at 600 at some point, that number's dropped a little bit. But if we get up to 700 active subscribers, then I am going to do an Elsa from Frozen 2 cosplay, and I am going to play bad Frozen Flash games online, which is horrible. I hate the idea of those games because some of them are so weird. They're like pregnant Elsa delivers baby, like simulate, like they're so weird. I don't know, like all you have to do is Google like Frozen 2 Flash games and you're gonna come up with like a bunch of unlicensed weirdo Flash games out there. They're bizarre. You'll have to see them yourself. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. That's all I really had to update you on. Hopefully this was an enjoyable ramble. That's all I ever really do with these vlogs, just sort of like talk your ears off. But I hope, like I said, that you guys get something positive out of this one. 2020, this is our year. We're gonna do great things. I hope that you guys like this video. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.